You are looking live inside David E. Hastings Stadium. The guys are getting ready. Happy Father's Day. Of course, Father's Day is tomorrow, but Guelph is not in action here at Hastings Stadium tomorrow. So we are celebrating Father's Day here tonight, a Saturday night under the lights as the Toronto Maple Leafs take on the Guelph Royals. It's been a hot Guelph Royals team, to say the very least. Mark Perry here in the booth. I am with you solo on the call here as the Guelph Royals take on the Leafs. The Royals, winners of 5 straight games. Let's take a look at just the comparison between these two. This is the third meeting between the Leafs and the Royals. The Royals have won both other meetings this season, outscoring Toronto 24-7, including a 10-0 shutout the last time they played back at Christie Pitts just a couple of weeks ago. But let's take a look at the Guelph Royals as of late. Winners of 5 straight games, and a lot of these wins have been of the comeback variety. You look at last night in Hamilton, a 13-9 victory for the Royals. They scored 10 runs in the 9th inning. 13 guys went to the plate in that one, and just kind of tells you that don't go to the exits early because you never know. No lead is safe. It's an old adage here in the CBL. No lead is safe in the Canadian Baseball League, and Guelph really proved that last night. But you even go back to previous games. They were down 6-0 to Chatham-Kent on Tuesday before they came back in a walk-off win there. They were down 6-3 in the 7th against Kitchener last weekend before they ended up coming back to win 7-6. So needless to say, these have been the comeback kids, the Guelph Royals lately, and they have been able to turn some off middle innings into some miraculous wins, and that is the reason why they are winners of 5 straight games. In fact, they're the hottest team in the CBL right now. Barrie and London, both of them are on multi-game winning streaks. One of them is about to end. In fact, Barrie is down big to London late in that one. It's a late Sunday afternoon contest there. Looks like Barrie's winning streak of 4 games is about to come to an end. London will win 4 straight games, but nobody has been as hot as the Guelph Royals as of late. The Toronto Maple Leafs, meantime, losers of 3 straight games, albeit 3 tough opponents. They lost to Barrie twice. They also lost to Welland. So a team that's really trying to find their way, a team that is last in the CBL with 55 runs. They are last in the CBL with a .252 team average. So, a team that's really just trying to find their offense and at the same time, too, try to impede the opposition. This is a team that is an 8th in the CBL with 136 runs scored against them. So it just has not clicked for the Maple Leafs through the first 14 games of the season. Let's quickly take a look at the lineup, starting with the Guelph Royals. They are going to have a usual 5-some at the top. Ryan DeSantos, Anthony Gilbert, who we'll get to. Anthony Gilbert has been on fire since joining the Royals organization. We've been talking about it a lot over the last couple of home games, but he just continues to just on a torrid pace as of late. Miguel Geraldo, the second baseman. Garrett Takamatsu is the DH tonight. Victor Mascai is over at first base. J.D. Williams comes back in. He's at the center field position. Davis Nadal comes in at third base. Matthew Ward at catcher. And Ashton Patterson. Usually you see Ashton playing in left field, but again, with Ryan DeSantos coming in, he's the usual leadoff man. So having him in left field, you don't want to take out Ashton Patterson's bat because he's another one that has been El Fuego as of late. He's out in right field this evening. Very quickly, let's take a look at the Toronto Maple Leafs lineup before we get to first pitch. Looks like all the dads are getting ready to deliver the first pitch. Brando LaRue, the former Royal, will lead things off for the Leafs. Chris Tavares is over at second base. Yasiel Puig making his Hastings Stadium debut, the former Major Leaguer. J.J. Dutton, Dennis DeBanning, Marcus Connect, Matt Fabian, the former Rookie of the Year, Spencer Ross, the former Panther, and Matt Brandt is the catcher. That's 1 through 9 as we take a look at the field for the ceremonial first pitch. All the dads getting to throw on the field. A great gesture. As if you go onto the Guelph Royals social media accounts, they also played a little game with some of the Royals players. Who can change a diaper the quickest? And let me tell you, some of them struggled, some of them, well, you can tell they're dads. Let's just put it that way. Go check it out on the Guelph Royals social media channels, Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff. Hit like, hit subscribe. As we take a look at the umpires, and Dino Ramel and Rob Butler shaking hands, getting ready for the anthem here at Hastings Stadium in Guelph. We're going to send it to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll have first pitch here from Hastings Stadium. It is the Royals and the Leafs here on CBL TV. And we are live. It is game time here at David E. Hastings Stadium in Guelph. Let's take a look at the umpires for tonight's game. Chris Walters is your home plate umpire. Mike Guthrow working over at first base, and Chris Marco is over at third. That's the threesome at home plate right now as they get spread out and ready for some baseball as the Guelph Royals getting introduced onto the field. And as mentioned, the Guelph Royals, winners of 5 straight games, as they have been piling up some wins. They have been piling up some runs as well. Surprising to see that still 7th in the CBL when it comes to runs for. They've scored 92 runs thus far this season and batting at .285. That is 6th in the CBL. So, you know, a team that's kind of in the lower echelon of teams, but I would imagine just with the way they have been playing as of late, that is going to change, and change in a hurry. People are paying attention to these Guelph Royals, and for good reason. The Leafs, again, trying to find their stride. Again, losers of 3 straight, losers of 8 of their last 10 games overall, a minus 77 run differential. So again, just trying to find their way. The last win came up at Jack Couch Park in Kitchener, where they pumped 5 home runs over the fence. So you know they're capable of doing some damage. It's just a matter of doing it consistently. As we take a look at the starting pitcher for tonight's game, it is Alfred Vega for these Guelph Royals. And Alfred Vega comes into this game, his 5th appearance on the season. His rookie campaign, he went 4 2/3 against London back on June 6th. He's been off for a little while, 2 weeks to be exact. Gave up 6 runs, 5 of them earned on 6 hits. Faced 22 batters against the majors. He's never faced the Leafs before, as the rain is starting to come down here at Hastings Stadium. It's really coming down, and came down in a hurry. And we might have a decision here in just a moment, as I can feel the mist from here. 21 degrees, and we had a lot of cloud cover. It says that there's no precipitation, but I can see the precipitation right in front of me, and I'm curious to see how it's going to impact tonight's game. As again, it's a light misty rain. Will it be enough where the umpires will have to call it? That remains to be seen. So far, looks like we're ready to go and ready for some baseball. Vega gets set for first pitch. It is delivered. It goes downstairs for ball 1. We are underway at 7:06. Vega gets the sign. That one's laced down the line. Foul. As everybody down the sideline starting to get the umbrellas out. It's a large black cloud that is above Hastings Stadium right now that's responsible for this precipitation. That one misses upstairs. And again, the forecast says that it's supposed to be cloud cover and clear. Maybe a 10% chance, as that's going to go across for a strike. But as they say when it comes to weather reports, you know, 10% precipitation doesn't mean that there's only a 10% chance it's going to happen. It means 10% of that area is going to get precipitation. As that one's flying high deep into center field, J.D. Williams camps underneath it, and he will make the catch. Yes, you tuned into a baseball game and you found a meteorologist. As we take a look at the defense playing in behind Alfred Vega, DeSantos, Williams, and Patterson playing in the outfield this evening. Davis Nadal, Anthony Gilbert, Miguel Geraldo, and Victor Mascai working the infield, and Matthew Ward is in behind home plates. That was Brando LaRue who flew out, the former Royal, and now here's Crix Tavares. Just his 3rd game of the season. 444 on-base percentage, hitting .375. He's 3 for 8 coming into tonight. That's going to miss inside. Tavares, the second baseman for these Leafs. From Torrance, California. He's 25 years of age. He's a switch hitter as well, so and that's a dangerous option to have in the two-hole, as that's going to miss inside. The big man, Yasiel Puig, on deck. Yeah, it's really coming down. Again, it's a light, misty rain that's coming down. Not enough for the umpires, seemingly, to say, hey, we need to hit the deck, but enough where it seems like it might have an impact on the game. The 3-0 is going to miss inside. It gets out of the hand of Alfred Vega, and Tavares will take a base. Yasiel Puig coming in here. First appearance. As he is a fan favorite, it seems. Puig, as mentioned, the former major leaguer. And now the umpire pointing to the dugout. It seems like there's some extra clay in the cleats of Alfred Vega. Saw that a lot in Kitchener on Thursday, where the opposing pitcher having a heck of a time trying to get the dirt out of the cleats. And you know, it is a precipitation style issue. There was a lot of rain Thursday morning, and albeit the mound is covered during the day, now there is a moisture thing that you have to deal with too. Vega delivers, that misses upstairs. Puig hitting .302 on the young season. He's 13 for 43. Although he has had a heck of a time making contact with the baseball. And now there is a lot of talk in the crowd, and the umpire is taking a lot of heat. The third base umpire, Chris Marco's taking a lot of heat. And the Royals want this game to be called due to the rain, or at least suspended due to the rain, and they're going to get their way at this stage. So everybody's going to come off the field because of the precipitation coming down, and they're going to cover up the pitcher's mound. So we are only a couple of batters into this game, and the rain has really taken over. And this rain came suddenly. It was nothing to something in a matter of 2 minutes, as the Royals were pleading essentially with the umpires to say, hey, this rain is becoming a little too much. We need to finish. We need to dry off. And I think they're exactly going to get their way. And you think back to that last at-bat with Tavares. A couple of those pitches really slipping out of the hand of Alfred Vega. And you have to think that maybe the rain has an impact on that, where he's not able to get a full grip on it. And as you see all the players working together to get the tarp onto the field. So officially we are into a rain delay. Don't know how long it's going to last, but we're going to throw to a quick commercial break. When we come back, maybe I'll play a little bit more as a meteorologist. So we'll be back on the other side. You are watching CBL TV.
Get ready, Chatham-Kent. For the first time ever in the new Canadian Baseball League era, the 2026 All-Star Showdown is landing at Fergie Jenkins Field on the July 11th and 12th weekend. The league's top talent all in one place. Watch the full slate of skills competitions, including the popular Home Run Derby on Saturday, and on Sunday, the ultimate 2026 CBL All-Star Game featuring your favorite players for a mid-season showdown. Chatham-Kent, it's our time. The All-Star Weekend of the new CBL era. It's history in the making.
All right, welcome back to Royals TV, and we are in the midst of a rain delay, and there you can see it. The rain has really picked up in the last couple of minutes. It's not pretty, folks. Just a couple of batters into this game, and we already are in the midst of a rain delay. The rain came probably just after first pitch, or just before first pitch, I should say, and it is not pretty. As there you can see the radar right now. So this is, again, this just tells you how sudden it has been. So this was as of 6:48 this afternoon, just a pocket of rain that just passed over Guelph, developed just before it reached Arkell, and then all of a sudden a second pocket ends up coming in, and there you have it, 7:12. It's that pocket of rain that we're seeing right now, and it's not like it's an overarching, it's covering from Guelph to Kitchener, a huge pocket of rain, and we're going to be here for several hours. I explain all of this to suggest that this rain could go away potentially very soon. But at the same time, too, it could also stick around for a little bit. But with how heavy it has been, and as we'll go back to what we're seeing in live play here at Hastings Stadium, there you see the infield. It's drenched, completely drenched. You're seeing the droplets of rain hitting puddles in the infield, and this is my message to the CBL at this stage, and I think it has to also come in with the cities also providing that support too. Now that we are a professional league, yes, we have the home plate covered. Yes, we have the pitcher's mound covered. Let's get a tarp for the infield at the same time too. Because right here, right now, that does not tell me, and that does not give me any confidence that we are going to be resuming at any point tonight, because that is going to take a while to fix up. It is just a small pocket of rain, but it came in suddenly, it came in heavy, and that is where we're at right now. Everybody's huddled up under the grandstands. It was a good start to the game. It was a good, lead up into the game, I should say. And then Mother Nature came in just before first pitch as we are now into this rain delay. And again, we don't know how long this is going to last. Because as I said before, this rain picked up very suddenly. And now, when you take a look at the radar, this is as of 7:18. So there's 6:30, there's 6:42, there's 6:54. And again, it came in, and there you have it at 7:06. That pocket of rain is what caused all of this to really get drenched. And the Guelph Royals were very upset with the umpires that this game even started in the first place, as now the Maple Leafs are coming out of the dugout. And I'm wondering if they're asking for this game to just be postponed to another date. It does feel like we are leading in that direction, but unfortunately, no official word as of yet. There's no tarp for the infield, and because of that, well, as you can see there, doesn't take a rocket science to tell you that is an infield that is drenched. As we get one more look at just what it looks like. Because there's first base. Beyond that, and I don't know if we can get a shot of it, that's just in behind the Maple Leafs dugout. As there you see some of the fans that are here in the grandstands. The umbrellas are out. Puddles have developed. But again, we don't know when this rain is going to subside. The radar suggests it's going to be a quick one, but we don't know. But we have not gotten official word as of yet. But just to recap, a couple of batters into this game, the Guelph Royals pleading with the crew chief, Chris Marco, saying, hey, we want to get these guys off the field because the rain is going to impact this game. And now Dino Ramel having a conversation with the umpires over there at third base. And you can see, I would imagine that Dino is telling them, hey, we can't play in this. You're scooping water. Even if you wanted to play in this, even if the rain subsided now, that's a lot of dirt that you got to pack in there in order to actually dry out the field enough. And that's just the infield. The fact of the matter is the outfield, I can't imagine how the outfielders are going to think of or what the outfielders are thinking. But nonetheless, again, two batters in. Yasiel Puig was up to bat, the third batter of the ball game. Brando LaRue flew out to J.D. Williams in center field. Chris Tavares ended up walking. And again, a couple of the last pitches delivered by Alfred Vega to Tavares seemingly slipping out of his hands, including the last one that ended up turning into ball four. It felt like he just did not have a full grip of it. He was trying to clean some of the clay out of his cleats at the same time, too. And Dino Ramel was having an extended conversation with the third base umpire, Chris Marco, saying, hey, why are we still playing in this? Because the rain was coming down the entire time from first pitch and on. And now, after pulling everybody off the field, this is where we are. As the conversation continues between the Leafs and the Royals, no official word as of yet. I'm imagining we'll get official word soon, because the rain is still coming down. And again, it's a light misty rain. And we're going to take a break. We'll come back in a few moments. But again, we are in the midst of a rain delay. No scoring on the board between the Leafs and the Royals here on a Saturday night, as the rain has really taken over here at Hastings Stadium. Welcome back inside Hastings Stadium, and, well, you can see by the crowd making their way toward the exit, it has been officially postponed. This game is officially going to be moved to a new date. You can check the Guelph Royals on social media, as well as the Leafs on social media, for when this game is going to be rescheduled. So again, the Maple Leafs and the Royals will play again at some point in the future, as this game has now been postponed due to the rain. Let's take a look quickly at the next 5 games for the Guelph Royals. They will be in Welland tomorrow afternoon for Father's Day against the Jackfish, a Jackfish team that, man, they are having themselves a bit of a struggle lately, as they lost to the Brantford Red Sox last night. Speaking of the Red Sox, they will be in town on Tuesday. That's the next home game here at Hastings Stadium. And then, speaking of rain-out makeup games, in Kitchener next Thursday, that's a makeup game from a few weeks back. And then the back and forth between home and away continues. Barrie next Saturday, in Brantford on the Sunday on the 28th, and that is going to nearly wrap up the month of June. But again, this game has been postponed. The Leafs and the Royals only a couple of batters into this one, as we are going to sign off. Again, the next home game, I should say, as mentioned, will be this coming Tuesday when the Brantford Red Sox come into town. My name is Mark Perry, saying so long here from David E. Hastings Stadium in Guelph. We'll see you back here on Tuesday.